What's up, bud?
Hey, what's going on?
How you feeling? You're not sick, are you?
I get a darn cough that won't go away got it from my dad. Yep.
Oh yeah, he's been sick.
Yeah.
Damn. Not fun, bro. Not fun. I feel like we talked about this before, and just sick. Just not fun being sick.
Especially when it's all the time, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, you get it from your kid a lot of the time.
Yeah. We get it from kids at school. He's starting school next week, so yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, he is. Okay.
Hmm?
Oh,
Kindergarten.
very cool. Is he excited?
Big, yeah, yeah. We'll see if he
Yeah.
stays excited. Yeah.
Yeah. I was not excited about kindergarten. I can tell you that right now.
You ran away. I know.
I was like, screw school. This isn't cool. uh, okay, man. So check this out. I wanted you to react to a song. We did this one time before with the Hobson Ill Mind of Hobson 7, and it turned out that I was mostly reacting to it instead of you. And so, well, we both did, but I was kind of jumping in there. So I kind of want to get your what you think about this song. And the reason I picked this song today is because this is one of my favorite rappers of all time. And I try not to tell you that because I don't want there to be any sort of expectation.
Yeah.
But he just passed away. And this one, he was only 50 years old. And this one bugs me. And it bugs me because I actually truly enjoy his music. I think he's a lyrical genius. Every time I hear his song, I hear something different that makes me think, makes me want try to figure out what the hell he's even saying. And I put him up there with like me personally, just my personal top, maybe three. I mean, five for sure, five for sure. But he's up there for me. This is how good I think this guy is. But this particular song is like the Hobson song in this way that he's not going to get super lyrical and crazy and metaphors and none of that stuff and similes. It's none of that. It's going to be very straightforward, easy to get, easy to understand. And man, this is Chino XL, RIP, left behind children. I think like four kids, all daughters, if I'm not mistaken, and a stepson. I think it was. But anyway, the song is called Father's Day. Do you want to bring up the?
Yeah.
Well, there's no video for it, but
Yeah.
I guess people can maybe check out the screen at the least instead of instead of us. Is there one that says with lyrics? Maybe where someone could follow along, I wonder? Maybe not. I don't know. That might take more time. Unless you think you could find with lyrics.
Let me see.
Hmm.
Lyrics.
Maybe you could just put the words then on there, like the subtitles, possibly.
Yeah.
Pause real quick first.
Right.
Yeah, blow that up a little bit. Subscribe to his channel, Chino. Um, we're just listening to react to it. This is not going to be monetized in any way, in any form, nothing like that. I just love the artist. I am subscribed to the artist, and like I said, he just passed away, so I want to show my buddy one of his songs here. See what he thinks. And you got the lyrics in front of you
Yeah, on the other
that you can
screen.
follow along.
Yeah. All right, we ready?
Let's do it.
Yeah. Question, why we on the fourth floor? I asked the mother, but we both are unsure. Yeah, this is where the doctor said that we should go. Holding my child, she's 10 months old. The hospital was so cold, definitely ruining all our holiday plans. The beach sands, filling out some bland paperwork with shaky hands. Seeing little children stricken with a certain sickness, clutch my baby a little tighter, reflecting nervous feelings. A whole hour passed, we starting to lose patience. Humbled by the thoughts of patience lost in this situation. Becomes a nurse, not knowing that we should fear the worst. See the doctor's mouth moving, couldn't even hear the words. This isn't happening to you, I'm like Superman, and I can protect you from anything. I was really scared. I realized what I heard but not prepared for. The sentence that the doctor said, your daughter has cancer. I will take my...
Yeah, we'll pause there at the hook. Go ahead. What do you think? What do you think so far?
Yeah, man, that's the scariest thing for a parent, you know, having your child having cancer like that. Yeah, that's
For anyone, right? Anybody in the family, it's not something you wanna see.
no, but especially a child who has their whole life in front of them, you know, and you want to
Agree.
protect them. Yeah,
Yeah, like you said, yeah, you want to protect them, and yeah, like because the child, then they don't understand it,
yeah.
so it just makes it that much tougher.
Yeah.
Any lines that stick out or anything like that? You said the protecting part, you know,
Yeah,
where he feels like he's Superman, and he feels like he can always be there for her.
yeah. The part where she's 10 months old, the hospital was so cold. Yeah, you know, I, re- I remember, you know, staying for, I don't know, it was 4 or 5 days when my son was born. Yeah, you get sick of the hospital, man. Like, yeah, and especially dealing with that, like the hospital, you don't want to be there. It's a cold
Definitely
place.
not. It is a cold place that that we all need at some point.
Yeah,
Yeah, I agree. I like where he says, "Clutch my baby a little tighter, reflect the nervous feelings." So
yeah,
yeah, that's strong right there, man.
yeah.
Do you want to get into the hook? Rewind it a little bit and let's get into the hook in the second verse.
Said, your daughter has cancer. I will take my life right now. If you would save my child, I'll exchange my life for hers. This is my solemn vow. No more chemo in her veins, and no more screams of pain. This is a father's shame that I can't save
Again,
from every
can't save from everything.
Okay, I gotta man up. It hit me so hard that I could barely stand up. And the flowers and balloons and the cards came. Prayers many hours, knees bruised, all in God's name. So much. If only my feeble hands could remove this neuroblastoma tumor from your adrenal glands. Why you? Why now? It didn't feel fair. Your grandma shed tears. You lost your hair. It's unbelievable, little Bella was that strong and inconceivable. We lived in the hospital that long, protecting your immune system from contaminants. You had to wear a medical mask, can't give my kid a kiss. I learned to envision your face growing, getting older. Envision you driving your first car and getting your diploma. Envision your wedding, your husband better be a soldier. A little girl sick like you died 2 rooms over. Eva, I will take my...
Yeah, yeah, that's
It's
powerful
harsh,
stuff.
huh?
Yeah, I mean that's definitely a feeling that, you know, a parent has. Like, yeah, I would trade if I could. You know, and you think of the milestones they're gonna have in life, and you know, them not getting to see them. It's the worst thing. I mean, you know, you it's worse than you dying, man. Because all right, it's my time. Like I've lived, but you want your kid to experience all the things in life, So
Yeah, that you would love to see,
yeah,
uh, you know, go through some of these things with them. Uh, like you said, marriage and man, that's tough. The very last line, a little girl sick like you died 2 rooms over. Eva. So probably her name was Eva. It's the unknown.
yeah,
It's where the fear comes from. That's
yeah,
tough, man.
yeah. Tough, and all the pain they got to go through, with cancer and all that. Yeah, it's
Yes.
you
Let's
know,
do this.
all right.
My life right now. If you would save my child, I'd
Last
change
verse.
my life for hers. This is
Chino
my
XL.
solemn vow.
Father's Day.
No more chemo in her veins, and no more screams of pain. This is a father's shame that I can't save you from everything. Chemotherapy made Christmas hard to process. I fed the family faith, hoping it make their fears starve to death. Your mom was tough. Pray to St. Jude's that it's a bad dream, but couldn't be. I'm speaking to Dr. and not Epstein. I remember the cries, remember the meals, fed through tubes, pulling the red wagon, the sound of the plastic wheels, kind of a metaphor for pulling through this ordeal. I pray my enemies never even have to know how this feels. Let's forget our feelings, doesn't matter. You're the one suffering. You couldn't speak a lot yet, but it's like your eyes were saying, Daddy, if it's an obstacle and price I gotta pay for a long, great life, then we'll make it through okay. The day of your final surgery, I still live in that moment. The teddy bear you were holding, I still own it. I watched the doors closing. February 2004. My little girl is cured.
Hi, Daddy. It's me, Sarah. I love you so much. Happy Saturday.
My God, I will take
That was a voicemail from his daughter on Father's Day.
That's awesome, man. That's glad there's a happy ending there because it gets, like he says, you wouldn't wish it on your worst enemies,
I had that line marked down.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. On your worst enemy, you wouldn't wish something like that. That's saying something,
Yeah.
Pulling the red wagon, sound of the plastic wheels, the stuff that sticks with you.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. Like even Christmas, you don't want to celebrate, man, because it's like,
Made Christmas hard to process. Yeah. Your mom was tough. Remember the cries, remember the meals fed through tubes, man. I can't even imagine something like this, having to go through something like that.
yeah.
Maybe the toughest thing you would have to go through.
I think it definitely would. I mean, like I think the toughest thing I've had to go through when my son was born, and you're just there's they put me in this waiting room by myself, when they're about to have the C-section, and they're like, oh, the mom's blood pressure is high, the child's blood pressure is low, you gotta do this now, and you're just like, the, my fate is in their hands, and I can't do anything about it, like,
Powerless, man.
yeah.
And you just got to put trust in, well, you leave it up to the professionals, right? What can you do at that point? Nothing you can do.
Nothing you can do. Yeah.
Ooh, man. I'm glad I don't have any kids. Sorry. I don't mean that in a bad way. Just
No, it's scary. It's scary, man.
it's scary, man. It's scary. But listen, it's not even just that as a little baby and then them growing up and hospital visits or them being sick. It's not all just that. It's even as they get older, but now they start going to school. They're out of your view. And that's the I'm not trying to scare you, and I don't know what your thoughts are. But
No,
me personally,
Mhm.
that alone, I think would drive me crazy, man.
Yeah, it's really tough. And then uh, there's the whole attachment thing because, like, you know, before you're together day and night. You know, if you're taking care of them, you know, like I do, you're with them all the time. They depend on you. You know, like, you know, they're not independent yet or anything. You know, so then them
Hmm.
going off to school, you have to trust in other people, and other kids can be jerks too. You know, you got to deal with that.
Yeah, and they will be.
Yeah, they will be.
They will be.
Yeah,
You know, how does he deal with it? How
yeah,
bad is it going to be? Is it, maybe it's not even towards him, maybe it's towards other kids, you know? That, does he have to deal with that at some point? I don't know. I hope not, man. But you know, but he will encounter rude kids. That's the nature of the beast when you get to school.
yeah. I remember myself in kindergarten. I used to hate bullies, even when I was in kindergarten. Like if I saw someone picking on another kid, like I'd go try to stop it myself, and I'd get punched, you know, trying to stop some other kid from being bullied. But I didn't care. Like I hated to see that kind of thing happen, even as a kid, you know. So
Yes, yes. All right. Well, what did you think about Chino's voice over a track, over a beat?
I thought it was really good, man. You know, I think you're you're right about this. He is, you know, he is. This is my first time hearing him, but I really like it. Yeah,
Cool. Yes, and um, just how weird how he was worried about his daughter passing, and you know, now he's gone, and she released a statement. Well, I can't say that it was her for sure. I don't know for sure that it was her that released the statement, but the family released a statement saying, you know, he was a girl dad and he was our dad, and this, you know, all this good stuff about him. And it's unknown how he passed. I've been looking. Uh, nobody knows. Nobody knows what happened. So we'll see if they say what it was. But I don't know. He seemed to be a healthy guy. You can see right there, his arms and chest are humongous. He's a
huge.
big dude. Yeah.
Yeah, but that
Doesn't mean
that
much,
the
right? Sometimes.
yeah, because your internal health can be completely different, even if you're ripped. You know, like you might not have good cardio. You know, you might be eating the wrong things. You know,
It could be a liver. It could be a heart.
yeah,
You never know what's going
never know.
going wrong in there, man.
Yeah, could be
Very true.
hereditary, and you don't know. You
Hmm.
know, yeah, yeah, and that's the second worst fear, I think, for a parent is passing away when your kids are still young. Like you haven't shown them everything, you haven't gone through all those milestones with them yet. That's you know, as a parent, like you think of all these worst case scenarios, you know, because
I think
yeah,
it's difficult to avoid those thoughts.
yeah,
I,
yeah,
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. I get that maybe with time it just becomes I don't know if easier is the right word. Maybe it does become easier. I don't know. As he gets older, it's
mm,
more of like like a routine, and maybe these thoughts aren't as prominent maybe in your head. Maybe I don't know.
yeah.
I guess we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, my son's 5 and like growing up fast, so and doing all kinds of things on his own already. So I'm sure, like as he becomes more self-sufficient, you know, you worry about that stuff less.
I saw him driving last week.
Yeah, yeah, he stole the car already.
Yeah. Oh, I, I didn't realize it was stolen. Jimmy's out of control already.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, there's Chino. Rest in peace. Subscribe to the page. Like I said, this was just to show my buddy a song, an artist that he's never heard of, listened to, and to get your reaction on it. So thanks for giving it a listen.
Oh, anytime, man.
Yeah, it's the only song really that I could really show you. I mean, because his stuff is so out there.
Mm,
Just lyrically, it's almost like Eminem.
okay.
Like if you listen to an Eminem song, it's sort of like that where you're just like, wait, he just said what now? And then you got to go back type stuff.
Mhm.
It's like that. It's not like an Ice Cube song, for example. Ice Cube would tell you a story,
Yeah.
and you could go along with them, and you feel like you're right there with them on the street because he's painting this picture for you. It's a little different with this one.
It was a good day.
It was a good day. Great song too, by the way. That song does exactly that. Actually, that's a perfect song. It paints that picture of him in that day. Him just
Yeah.
turning, I think it was 24, and wondering if he'll live another 24, and just going through his day. Nobody bothering him that day. Had a good breakfast. It's just a good day.
Scored a triple double.
He scored a triple
Lakers
double.
beat the Supersonics. Yeah.
Yes, sir, man. Yeah, we should listen to that one day.
Yeah.
It's such a good song, man. Such a classic. And the other reason, I think I said it during the Hobson one, is just to show that there's other type of hip hop out there that you wouldn't otherwise be exposed to, and that you wouldn't even imagine existed. I mean, I don't think you ever thought there'd be a song like the Hobson song out there. Somebody who was questioning their religious beliefs and had other people looking at him like was the devil now because he's not not following the religion like he once did. And same with this song, talking about his daughter and how scary that was, not knowing if she would make it out of that. So
Yeah.
just something a little different.
Yeah. Yeah. It's always good to be exposed to different things, different kinds of music. Yeah. I'm always looking for new stuff. I don't want to be one of those people stuck in the past. A lot of people our age, especially. It's like
That's my coworker. It's not really our age. I think it's just before us. The people just before us, the ones that grew up in the 70s, that say that's the real music. That's the one you hear a lot. That's
Mhm.
real music, not the
Yeah.
shit today. And that's
Yeah,
my
yeah.
coworker. So I always joke with them. We've been now listening to different radio stations at work. So every now and then they throw like a hip hop song or some sort of a poppy song or something like that, where we're not just listening to KLOS all freaking day, which drives me nuts.
Yeah.
And we always joke with them, so they put some sort of like a rap song. I'll say, "Hey, that's a real song right there, man." And he'll go, "No, this is trash." And he's got like I don't know what it's 13 years on me or whatever it is. So he's that 80s 70s guy.
Yeah, yeah. I see a lot of people that age, yeah, that are stuck in that time period. Yeah,
Yeah, and it just I don't know. Music drives me insane, dude.
I know.
Actually, you know what? Hold on. So okay, here it is with KLOS, bro.
Mhm.
I like the Who and Leopard and the Stones, and Guns N' Roses and Chicago and Foreigner. I like all of those. The thing is, and honestly, I only like whatever few songs are played on the radio. I don't go deep into their catalogs, so I don't really know the music like that. I just know what's on the radio, and I enjoy those songs, but they're they're played all day long. The
Yeah,
same group of songs, but that they drive me freaking insane. I'm at work going, "Oh my god, not again!" Like I had to I throw on my earbuds and I like just listen to whatever I want to listen to. It drives me nuts. It's good music, but bro,
I'm,
no.
I'm with you. Like any form of music over and over again, I don't want to hear. You know.
Thank you. Yeah, absolutely. My favorite stuff.
Yeah.
Chino. I can't listen to Chino all day long, dude. Like it's gotta be like I'll listen to him and then I won't listen to him for another 6 months. That's me personally. I know everybody's different. My girlfriend is the complete opposite. She has the same 15 songs on rotation, bro, that drives me absolutely nuts too. You know? But
Yeah,
some people are
yeah.
like that. They can hear the same stuff over and over and over again. I cannot, bro. I cannot do it.
I know. Some of the most popular stations are like the pop ones that play like the same few songs over and over again, and I never got like,
Bro.
you know,
Oh my God.
that would drive me crazy, man. Like, you know.
Yeah, it drives me insane. That's every station, really.
Well, some are worse than others. It seems like the pop
Mhm.
stations are worse, like because it
Yeah.
seems like they have audiences that are like, you know, oh, I want to hear that song again, over and over again, you know, like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's true. That's how it is. They're gonna play.
Did I ever tell you I broke up with a girl over a song? It wasn't
I don't think so.
yeah, it wasn't a serious thing, but so this girl would play the Barbie song, and she would play it over and over again in her car. Like, okay, once or twice, I'm fine with that. Like, whatever. But you know,
Sure.
let's go Barbie, let's go party, whatever. You know. But that was the only song she would play over and over and again in a loop, and like I'd see her again, the Barbie song. Like, I can't do this.
Oh my
I
God,
felt
this is
like
in her car?
Seinfeld, like, in her car. Yeah, I
Oh
felt like it was
no.
an episode of Seinfeld because, like, I'm like, over a song. Yeah, I can't do this. Like, you know.
Yeah, no, hell no. I would have got to a red light, punched her, and walked out. The hell with this. I'm out of here.
Yeah, and yeah, and I was a young dude at the time. I don't even know if I brought it up to her or not. Like, I might have just been like, I'm out, you know, like.
You couldn't be honest, could you?
Well, I don't know if I even thought to, like, you know, this is why, you know, like.
Am I a dick? Oh, dude. I remember there was a girl way back when that had like a black cat. Is that her?
No, that wasn't my girl.
No, yeah, no, she wasn't your girlfriend, but
That was another story.
should I just mention what that part was? The quick
Sure.
cat part?
Yeah.
Okay. Without getting into too much detail, there was a girl
I
who had a
totally
black
forgot
cat.
the name of that cat. Yeah.
Did you? Yeah, well, let me
I
remind you, buddy.
remember what happened, but yeah, I forgot about the cat, but now I remember.
Well, the name of the cat was the N-word.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that tells you what kind of person that was there.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it came mostly from their stepdad, I want to say, because there was one time I brought Noble from the basketball team over to their
Oh,
house.
black guy.
Black guy.
Oh,
And
no.
yeah, this did not go well, man. Like, so we come in there, and the moment the stepdad sees Noble, he just yelled, "Get out!" He just saw him. He's like, "Get out!"
Oh my God, dude.
Yeah. And then I'm thinking
Take the
about the
cat
name
with
of
you.
thinking about the name of the cat. I'm like, oh, this isn't some kind of bad joke. Like,
That was a bad idea bringing a black dude to that house, man. Get out. Oh shit. Sorry, Noble. I'm not making
yeah,
fun of you. It's just a
no,
situation that we
yeah,
could kind of laugh at now.
it was them, man. Yeah, racist people.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So
It's just so out there for us because we're not like that at all. That is, to us, it's like it's a shock. Like, really?
It is. Yeah. That's why I brought Noble over, because even with the name of the cat, like, I thought, oh, this is some bad joke. Like, I didn't think this was real, you know. Like, I found out quick, man. I was what, like 17, 16 or whatever.
Dude, it's real. If you name your cat that, it's real, man.
I
It's
realize
real.
that now. I realize
Mm-hmm.
that now. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Not back then.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the Olympics. That cool with you?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you know, the one of the big stories was that last game with Curry's 4 threes in under like 3 minutes or something wild,
Saw that.
and he wanted that gold. He needed that gold, and he got that gold. Like not only did he just get it, like he got it. Like he went for it. What did you think about his performance there?
It was amazing. It was classic Curry, man. It was him doing what he does best. It was coming up big in the clutch and making those kinds of crazy threes that only he can make. Showing off why he's considered the best shooter of all time. Yeah,
Would you agree with that?
yeah, I'd agree with that because
I think definitely.
yeah, because
I mean, who would you say is better?
yeah, there's no one you could really say is better. Like just the
No.
difficulty of three, the
Ooh.
way he'll take them way back, with someone in his face. Like, yeah, no,
Yeah, but like sort of in an awkward stance, like this. He's not really set. He's still
yeah,
moving and just sort of throws it up and hits these wild shots. Classic Curry, like you said.
yeah,
Great job. I'm happy for him. I'm glad he got that gold.
yeah.
He really wanted it, man.
He did. He did. Was that his first?
Yes, it was his first, and that was probably his only shot at it.
Yeah, that,
I think that's why he was so
that's
excited
why
and
he was so
pumped for it.
pumped. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
yeah.
Yeah. You know what? LeBron had 14 points, 6 rebounds, 10 assists. What did you think of him overall in the Olympics?
But that's why he won MVP. He was the most consistent out of all of them for all the games. Like he had big plays every game, getting triple doubles almost every game, providing the U.S. with a spark. And the guy's nearly 40 years old, and he's still. It's crazy. He's still the best player
Unbelievable.
on the dream team. Like
Whoa,
nobody's ever
hey,
done that.
whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't call him the dream team, man.
Yeah, no, not
Don't do that.
whatever the newest version, whatever.
You're gonna drive the old school people crazy.
I know. Hey, I watched every game of the original Dream Team. I know they're not the original.
Wemby, he looked amazing. He had 26 points, like 3 threes. He was
Yeah.
crying after the loss. How about that guy, man?
Yeah, he's going to be a force for years to come, man. In 4 years, they may be the team to beat because the U.S. isn't going to have LeBron. They're not going to have Curry. They're not going to have
Curry.
Durant. They're not going to
Durant,
have
yeah.
a lot of these guys. And if France gets stronger, or some of these other countries, yeah, the U.S. could be in trouble in 4 years in L.A.
Yeah, and in the NBA, he's probably going to be a pretty damn good player. Maybe put on a little more weight and get a shot going. Maybe it could be similar to Durant, possibly.
Well, he's already got a shot going. Man. Like
Mm.
I saw it in person. Like that shot is amazing.
It's there.
Especially it's there. And for his height, man, like it's just
Yeah.
insane. Like yeah.
Yeah, and who's blocking that? So it's going to be all about just percentage now for him.
Yeah, and
Nobody's blocking that.
no, he just has to get some teammates on the Spurs because like
Mm-hmm.
They would play great with him in. Anytime he went to the bench, there was just too big of a drop off that they'd go down. He'd come back in, he'd bring them back, but just they couldn't keep up without him in the game.
Yes, sir. Now, were you one of the ones that was upset about what's his name, Holiday, being on the team?
Jrue Holiday?
Yeah.
No, he's
No,
no,
I
yeah,
saw some of the guys texting. I thought they weren't too happy with him on there on the team.
you know you can't have all stars. That's why there was that controversy with Jason Tatum. You know, you need some role players like Holiday who are gonna do the dirty work, who are gonna play defense. You know, who are
I
gonna.
thought he played great that last game. I know he missed a corner three open,
Mhm,
but he hit some threes. He brought
mhm.
the ball up. The shots he did take, I thought were smart shots. I thought he did pretty good.
Yeah, you need guys like that on the team, and you can't have only stars. You know, because stars don't do everything in the NBA. You know.
Did you just call Tatum a role player?
No, I said he's not. He's not.
Oh,
But
okay.
that's why he had trouble because he's a big star, and if you're not doing the stuff that's needed to win, you know, Kerr obviously had a problem with him. You know, he wasn't playing him in a lot of big moments because
I think he said something along the lines of, "It's not what I'm not seeing from him; it's what I'm seeing from everyone else."
yeah, yeah. I mean, there's other guys who are gonna go in there, set the screens, get the rebounds. Not that Tatum's a bad player. He's one of the best in the world, obviously.
Hmm.
But he wasn't out there a lot of the time, and Kerr had a reason for it. And Kerr is one of the best coaches.
Yeah. Speaking of Kerr, he said that we are the only fans that would be disappointed if we seen a silver medal,
Yeah,
and I think he's right.
yeah.
We expect, which
You,
got
you
the best
expect
players
it.
of the world here. We expect gold. Come on now.
Yeah.
And that game wasn't even. It is, it was somewhat close there. It's not like they blew him out, and
No,
you
it
got
was
LeBron
close.
getting dunked on.
Yeah, yeah. He was trying to take the charge there. It was questionable. It could have been called a charge. Because he was outside the restricted zone, and the guy just jumped jumped into him and knocked him over.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
I like
sure.
that player. He played hard.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You gotta have balls to dunk on LeBron.
Oh man, that was great. Yeah, but they didn't blow him out of the water. It was close, and even before those Curry threes, it was pretty close there.
It was a 3-point game with 3 minutes left, something like that, maybe even 2 minutes left. Yeah, close game. And the game before that for the U.S. was another close game too. Yeah,
Hmm. Yeah, and even in like the warm up game, whatever they call that, I forget what they call that. Uh,
yeah, like the exhibition games. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
they
South
had a close
Sudan.
one. Yeah, man.
Yeah, yeah. I remember being at Comic Con, and I was talking to some other Laker fans in line there, and they're like, "Good thing we didn't play North Sudan."
Yeah, they would have brought it.
Yeah,
Oh, that's funny.
yeah.
Yeah, they played it hard. I like seeing that, man.
I
That's
do too.
actually
I
kind of
do.
cool, It's like
Yeah.
other countries being that good, and they've only been a country for 6.5 months. So for for them to do this good, man, come on
Yeah,
now,
yeah. Yeah, they don't even have an indoor basketball gym in their country. Insane, man. It's
bro. There's they don't even have basketballs. They use severed heads.
Jeez.
Come on, bro. And
You're gonna get us canceled.
try try hitting a three with like someone's nose. It's hard, man. And these guys almost
Yeah,
beat LeBron. I
yeah,
mean, great, good for them, bro. Good for them.
yeah. It's cool to see
I'll
them.
tell you one thing I was disappointed with when it comes to the Olympics was the breakdancing. And if you were to tell me something, if you were to tell me something that not very, almost nobody knows about you that you're very interested in, it would be breakdancing. I absolutely love breakdancing. ever since a little kid. I don't do it myself, but I enjoy the heck out of it. I love watching it. And
Did you know I used to be a breakdancer? When I was a
oh,
kid.
really?
When I was a kid, yeah. I'd go on the street with I had this next door neighbor, this girl named Leilani. We'd bring out the boombox. We'd break dance out on the street. Yeah,
A female?
yeah, female. Yeah.
That's so funny. The first
Um,
time that I saw breakdancing was from my neighbors,
mhm.
and it was because of my neighbor friend, a female, who I used to play with because she was my age. Her brothers were a little bit older. They were uh, I'm 4 years older, maybe something like that. So her and I were kids, but her brothers used to breakdance, and they would play a specific song that to this day I absolutely love, and it's probably because of that. And I really do like the song, and it's called Jam on It. And they used to breakdance to the song, and they would then. I was so interested in it. I stopped playing with her that I would go and try to learn. These guys would try to teach me, and then I would go back home, and my parents would like have me do it in front of like family when they would come over. And yeah, man, absolutely absolutely love breakdancing, man. Maybe something people wouldn't know about me, but
Yeah, yeah.
love it. And I was disappointed with it in this way. In the finals, I thought the men's final was weak, and I don't know, somebody, and I don't know it that well, so I don't know the technical part of it. I don't know what the judges were looking for.
Mhm.
I don't know any of that stuff. So, and I tried commenting on forums and going, "Hey, what's up with this? Like, this is not what I thought breakdancing necessarily should be." The guys were great,
Yeah.
but I didn't think they were excellent.
Mm.
And I'm looking at some of the previous, like the bronze medal match and all that, and I'm like, how did these guys not get to the finals?
Mm.
Like those guys are pretty damn good, and some other ones did pretty good, but I don't know. I don't know. I was a little bummed out with it, to be honest.
Yeah, and how did this girl get a 0, man?
Oh my God, how did she get a 0? You know what? Most people are talking trash, but she's getting a lot of love. That you know what? She came out of Australia. She won fair and square, and so she was the one. And that she brought her own style, which was probably not a good idea in this competition.
It was entertaining. I'll say that it was entertaining.
Yep, we were
Yeah.
watching it today at work. And I've seen it a few times now. It's unfortunate. I don't like seeing her get trashed uh, in social media.
Mhm.
I did it a little bit, but between friends, because look, it wasn't that good. It wasn't
Yeah.
it wasn't up to par. It was fine for what it was, but it wasn't up to par with the Olympic
Mhm.
style breakdancing that you hope to see, especially for an art form that's been around since the 80s. And by the way, on top of that, she is an instructor.
Yeah.
She's a breakdance teacher.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man.
Well, I, I thought this was hilarious. That's why I had to tweet it. I quoted Jermaine Clement, who created What We Do in the Shadows. Uh, he said, "I've been to Australia. This was their best dancer." Uh, I
Maybe,
can,
I don't know.
yeah,
Maybe.
who knows? That's why it's a great joke, man. Who knows?
You know what? I say give me 6 months and I could do that.
Yeah.
Maybe less time. I don't know. But
Yeah.
if you give me some time, have somebody teach me, I could do some of this stuff. I feel like
Yeah.
maybe not at this age. I don't know. But I don't want to
But
trash her, and I don't want to really see that
yeah.
like her just getting trashed like that. But
Yeah.
uh, I don't know, man.
But did you hear they already removed breakdancing from the Olympics now?
Yeah, they're hoping to bring it back in 32. They're saying
In 32.
as a possibility. Yeah,
Wow.
but in 28 they said that's not happening. Which is a little surprising. I think LA
Yeah, I mean,
would be down with that, but
yeah, especially LA. Like, and they're giving so many weird sports a shot. There's like flag football now. They did 3-on-3
softball.
basketball. Do we know who won 3-on-3 basketball? Because I know US was having trouble. Like,
Bro, let me tell you, I saw 3 possessions of that, and I went, dude, we could have done that.
yeah, what we were doing as kids.
Oh no, this is not for me. And I didn't watch it, so I don't know how it went, to be honest, on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was watching all. I saw all of those going. I could do all this stuff. What the hell? You would throw a stick in the air. I could throw a stick. Are you kidding me? What, a frisbee? Who can't throw a frisbee?
Yeah.
Get out of here with this stuff, man.
Badminton.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I don't know. You would think LA, being that breakdancing is hip hop, that LA would be all about that. But no, they're saying they're gonna wait for 32, which, by the way, it's gonna be in Australia, if I'm not mistaken. So we look forward to that.
Yeah.
I feel bad. I do feel bad for her. You know, I do feel bad for her because she's getting a lot of flack for that one. Then
She is. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to go back to that teaching job.
yeah,
Yeah.
they're like, do I want to learn how to get a 0? I don't know.
Yeah, she was the whole topic of my Comic-Con line group. We have a chat, and yeah, she was the whole topic of the chat the last few days.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Yeah.
You got something else?
Yeah, I got a movie. Do you have any movies?
I didn't see anything. No, not since Deadpool.
All right. Well,
What
this
you got?
one, this one was on VOD. It's called Snack Shack. It was recommended to me by my buddy Michael Fusco, fellow film alumni at Cal State Long Beach. This is a coming of age movie about 2 teenage boys who they start a little snack shack at a pool where there's a bunch of kids. They're like, they have all these different schemes about how to make money. They're like, we're gonna start this snack shack. We're gonna make so much money, and they get bullied by other kids, and everyone laughs at them because they bid like $3,000 on this little shack that has nothing in it, and then they turn it into a successful thing, and it's a fun movie. There's a girl who works at the pool, a lifeguard who they're both into, and it's just a fun good movie. The 3 main people, the leads in it, well, actually 4, all really good actors. They all do a great job. Good script. I enjoyed it, man. Do you like any of those coming of age movies, or not your thing?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, because it's like a formidable time in life, where you're a teenager, you're starting to grow up, you're trying to figure life out and trying to have fun, and trying to figure out
I think with a
girls.
lot of those, whether they're serious or funny, or a mix of both, like you can relate. You can relate to it at some point.
It's a mix. It's funny because this girl that the main guy likes, she calls him Shit Pig, like right off the bat. She calls him that. And that's just his name the whole movie. The only thing that kind of bothered me, that there is a lot of swearing, like like
Or like
I'm
excessive.
excessive. Yeah, like
Mhm.
I'm fine with some swearing, but when it gets excessive, it kind of throws me off a little bit.
I get it.
Yeah,
Yeah, because it's like it's not needed. What's the point?
yeah,
Like, what's the point you're trying to make with this? It's not needed.
yeah,
They can cuss, but we all did it growing up. But I mean,
yeah.
yeah,
But
it's
when you're doing
excessive. It
it
gets
like
annoying.
every sentence, like yeah. It's like, but
I agree.
no, really good movie. I love the actors in this. Great young actors who will probably go on to do other things. They showed range in this movie. Like it wasn't just a silly movie. There's dramatic elements to it too that they did really well in. So yeah, definitely check
Snack
it out.
Shack,
Snack Shack, yeah.
and it can be seen where you said.
I watched it on Vudu, but it'll be on all
Okay.
the Apple, Amazon, all that stuff. So or go to justwatch.com if maybe it's
Okay.
streaming for free somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, Just Watch is that's a good website right there.
Yeah,
Look up stuff.
needed these days. So many stuff streaming.
Oh,
You don't know where the heck things are. And I noticed that
sheesh.
they moved from one platform to another one now. Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yeah, it's like they somebody else buys them or whatever the case, buys it out somehow. I don't know. Yeah, I'm always hoping like, oh man, I hope they don't remove this show or something. Put on some I don't have.
yeah. That's why I just buy so many of them now. When I see them for $5, I'm like, okay, I'll
Mhm.
just buy it.
All right. Is it okay with you? Just a quick story, and then we can get out of here because I gotta
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
Okay. So quick Chino XL story, which we just listened to a song earlier, and so he released. He was just doing comic books. I think he was on like number 4 or something like that, and he had just released comics. He was big into that, and but like a few years back, he had done a clothing line and like limited hoodies and whatnot. So I purchased the hoodie. I didn't get it, so I thought I'm gonna reach out on Instagram, just give it a go and see what's up. Sure enough, he replied, and I said I didn't get my sweatshirt that I bought, and he said okay. He said give it a week. It's like if you don't get it, hit me back up. I said okay. I waited 2 weeks. I still didn't get it, so I messaged them and I go, hey, uh, I've not received anything. And he's like, that's strange. He said, check this out. He's like, here's my number. Text me. So he gave me his phone number. So I shot him a text, said, hey, you know, it's Hoser, and we were just talking on Instagram. And he said, check this out. Tomorrow I'm gonna go personally to the post office and get your item out for you. And I said, all right, yeah. Said thank you, appreciate it. He said, I don't know what happened, some sort of mix up somewhere. Apologize, but I got you. And sure enough, my sweatshirt came in. uh, Shot him a text back, said I received it. Thank you. He apologized again, said that shouldn't have happened, and I'm glad you like your item. Posted on Instagram, he reposted it, and um, I just thought that was a stand-up thing to do.
Yeah.
Seemed nice. Took care of me. Uh, I'm sorry he's gone. I freaking to this day he's been releasing music, and for him to be around this long, it's been since '96 he's been around, and for him to still put out stuff today that I'm excited for, that I can listen to, makes me think, is pretty incredible because you don't find that with artists.
Yeah.
You just don't. I mean, you could listen to a Snoop Dogg song today and go, "Oh, really? Like, how many times do you have to spell your name, dude? We know how to spell your name already."
Yeah.
Okay, SNOOP, we get it. And I like Snoop, but
Yeah.
I Snoop in the past 20 years is just not it. I'm sorry. That's just me personally. because they run out of shit to say. And this guy, you know, he was on top of his rap game, and that's why he's up there for me. And so anyway, I just wanted to tell a quick story about him, and I appreciate what he did. So thanks for checking it out, man.
No, that was great, man.
Let's get on out of here.
All right. Before you do,
Slim Shady. Hotter than a set of twin babies.
don't forget to subscribe and smash that like button. All right.
Later.
Late.